Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about my must-have primers for Must-Have Monday because it was requested.
I feel like a soccer mom.
So I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to be talking about my That Gal primer from Benefit. In this video, I've mentioned this in a few other videos before, but I just like the little mini size, which I squeezed just the last bit out the other day, and I was like, I guess I'm going to have to get the full size because I just love it so much. This primer is so amazing because it really is a really great brightening primer, and I actually have it on my face today and I don't even put BB cream over it all the time. So this is like a good primer just to have. Also, if you have like a no makeup day where you're just like, I don't want to do anything but my face needs a little help, this primer is the primer for you. I feel like this works great on my skin because I don't know that I have like super dry skin or oily, but my skin does lean more towards the dry side, and I think this is a great primer for dry skin because it is very moisturizing, and so it works well for that reason, and I just love it. So favorite, I feel like this is it's a little bit pricey. It's about $29, but it's definitely worth the money, especially if you're just gonna buy like one primer product. This is the one that you'll want to get. Next one is also from Benefit, and it's the Porefessional, which I'm sure all of you guys have heard of because this is pretty popular on YouTube, and I think that this is a great one for oily skin. It's a little grainy, and I feel like when my skin's really dry it just does not mix very well, but when I'm having like normal skin days, or if I am just a little bit oily, this one works great. And I feel like most of the people that I've seen that just like love this one have oily skin. So this one's also pretty expensive. It's about 30 bucks, but it's a really great primer. It's pore minimizing, so if you're wanting to invest in a good primer, I do recommend these two by Benefit. Don't worry if you don't want to spend a ton because I have some drugstore stuff too. The next one is the Mirabella Prime, and I actually got this in my Ipsy bag, and then Miss True Happiness didn't really like it, so she sent me hers. So I actually have two. I like it because I tend to like the more silicone based primer it a lot. I think it works really well. Don't have a ton of information on it because like I said, I got it in my Ipsy bag, but I will link any information about this product in the info bar below.
I feel like I'm like this is always how I am, like after I hadn't filmed. I didn't film last week, so I'm like a little off my game here.
Next thing is by MAC, and this is MAC's Prep and Prime highlighter, actually in Radiant Rose. Now I know this is a highlighter, but it is a Prep and Prime, and I actually really like this to use as a primer under my concealer when I'm doing like a really full, when I'm going out and I'm doing like a lot with my makeup and highlight, because it does a wonderful job of brightening up under your eye area, and it also is great it's a great base for your actual concealer. You don't have to put a concealer over it. I usually do because it is really bright on my skin, so I don't want to look like over highlighted. The trick to using this, if you have this, because I had it for a long time and I could not figure out a good way to use it without it looking cakey on me, is that you need to use a concealer brush that looks like this and nothing like fluffy. Don't blend it with anything fluffy, because or even a foundation brush like this one from Sigma here, and these are both Sigma brushes, because it just needs to be like painted on pretty much. Otherwise, if you're like blending and it didn't work, go with my beauty blender. Nothing was applying this well. That's like the best application that I've got with it. So that's the trick to that. This is also a little on the pricier side too, but yeah, I really do like it for under a concealer primer. Next two are drugstore, and they're fabulous drugstore primers, which I feel like is kind of hard to find at a drugstore level, so I was happy to find these and use these. And the first one I want to talk about is my Revlon PhotoReady, which as you can see I've used a ton of it. This is the Perfecting Primer, and this is a really good primer for if you are going out. Like, I think this is a great one. I like to use it when I'm really doing like a full face of makeup, because it literally looks like a canvas on your face. So when you paint it on, it actually makes my face like pretty pale until it sets, but I feel like it's a perfect like base to put all of your makeup on, and it just makes all of the colors of your makeup stand out more because it does kind of wash you out a little bit. So don't be afraid of that if you do get this. It's one of my favorite. It's probably about the price range. I know it's under 15. I think it's like $10 to $13. So not terribly expensive, and there's a lot of product in here. I've had this for a while. The last one I'm going to talk about is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. This is a more like everyday go-to primer. I actually mix this with my BB cream. It's more like a illuminator, but it is a primer. It's a light infusing primer, so it's supposed to like help, you know, set your makeup. But I don't put this all over my face and then put my makeup. I feel like it works best when I'm mixing it with my makeup. So this is kind of like my lazy day primer when I'm just like, okay, I need to get out of here. Just mix a little bit of this with this, get a nice glow, and my makeup is set and ready to go. So really like this primer. Also, it's about $10, and I've had it for a while, so I think this is a great drugstore buy. Also feel like this is great for like younger girls just getting into makeup. You're probably doing a whole lot of makeup on your face, and this is definitely really light, so I like that. That is actually all my primers. This is like a super quick video for once, right? And keep the suggestions coming because I love it. I like to do what you guys want to see. My next must-have Monday is probably going to be on fall lips, and I'm really excited about that because you guys know I love fall, so I'm ready for all the fall stuff to be coming up. And anyways, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.